Good morning. It's 10 a.m. We are in Panama City. Today is September 27th. This is Barbara Tavares, and we are broadcasting one more press conference at the headquarters of the Catholic Church in Panama, where we also have one of our main offices of the local organizing committee of World Youth Day Panama 2019. At this press conference, we will have the presence of the president of the local organizing committee, Monsignor José Domingo Ulloa Mendieta, the executive director, Mr. Victor Chang, the directors of the Department of Communications, Mr. Eduardo Soto and Fernando Tovar, and the coordinators of press registration, Mr. Joel and Mrs. Carmen Lescano. After their announcement, it will be open for journalists to ask questions. This press conference will be interpreted to English, so we invite you to participate with us at this press conference and keep updated about the news that is coming up. World Youth Day is coming closer. We're going to happen between 22nd to the 27th of January in Panama City in 2019. If you have not done your registration yet, as a pilgrim, as a volunteer, as a bishop, we invite you to do your registration and come. Prepare your groups. Come because the families, the church in Panama, the whole people are waiting for you here at this amazing countries. We will let you with our press conference. Good morning. We would like to salute the press of Panama and the international press that is here at this press conference. We would like to greet the people who are also accompanying this press conference by the internet and by the TV. We would like to thank the government and all people who are supporting this great event of World Youth Day in Panama. We would like to announce that we are going to have a platform to register journalists, photographers, freelancers. We have a special platform just for this, as the pilgrims, bishops also have, and volunteers also have this platform, will also be available for the press. At the main table, we have the presence of Monsignor José Domingo Ulloa Mendieta, the Archbishop of Panama and President of the Local Organizing Committee of Panama 2019. Mr. Eduardo Soto, Director of Communications of the Local Organizing Committee, Mr. Fernando Tovar, the Deputy Director of Communication and Coordinator of Operation of the Media of World Youth Day, as well as Edilma Carmen and Joel Silvera, the coordinators of registration and of press. We'll start with a word of our bishop, Monsignor José Domingo Ulloa Mendieta. We would like to greet the social communicators who have come who are here at this press conference, and everyone who is with us at this streaming. I'd like to greet the members of the local organizing committee and volunteers and all those who are with us for this press conference. This is a very expected moment by the press and social communicator, be them of Panama and of other countries, because the arrival of a pope in a country is of great importance for the whole world. We will also have the presence of thousands of people, of young people, from the 5 continents of the world. As we have said, this World Youth Day will be technological. It will permit us to have a great information, and it will generate lots of information during this moment, during this time that many people will be at this small country. We know about the importance of the social media, and we want to express the greatness of this event through the social media. And we are convinced that an adequate and healthy managed use of communication favors communion. We, at the atmosphere of church, as well as the political atmosphere, economical atmosphere, and cultural atmosphere, we see journalism as a well-done mean to nourish and strengthen the institutions, to combat the false news, the fake news. We invite everyone to delete all the fake news from our things, and not sharing fake news, because we know about the evil that it causes. So we ask to the communicators and to the means of communication that they may give voice to the young people. Let's be docile to listen to what the young people has to say to us and to the society, because they are our hope and the protagonists of the great transformations that the world requests in this moment of the history. So with our gratitude and welcoming to all of you respected social communicators who are here and who are also watching us for the launching of the module of press registration. Thanks you all. We thank Monsignor for his words. We would like to listen also to our director, Eduardo Soto. Thank you all who are participating at this press conference, at this room, and also through our TV and internet. We are full of expectations, and we are expecting to have about 5,000 journalists from all over the world here in Panama, and we wanted this World Youth Day to be worldly done. And we have been working hard so that all those who are coming to Panama may also have the resources necessary and also feel that that you are very welcome to our country. The world press we are also thankful to the world press, who is always sending us emails every week. And this is the work we've been doing, and with full of love we have been expressing it. We really expect that everyone feel welcomed, and that we also have the necessary tools to receive you and to give you this registration and also take part at this meeting. Thank you, Soto, for your presentation. We also like to hear from the Deputy Director, Fernando Tovar. I'd like to share with you some aspects of this work and what this about the press registration means. It's the first time that we have, in World Youth Days, a module for press registration. The same platform that bishops, volunteers and pilgrims have, also the journalists will also have access to a platform designed for them. You can enter panama2019.pa and go to registration, press, media, and you can also access the area to register yourself as a journalist. The platform is in 4 languages: English, Spanish, Italian, and French. And as Eduardo said, after a time of tests of the platform, and also after counting on the support of the media who has been accompanying us and who also have many experiences on the broadcasting of international events, we've been also having this support from them. We've been also counting on the support of other directions, of other areas, as security, and also others who have been helping us. Those who have been helping us is the couple of married Carmen and Joel. They have been coordinating all this area of press registration, so I will give my word to her so that she can continue to explain us about the module of press registration. Good morning, everyone. We're going to explain a bit about the process of registration for journalists, photographers, freelancers, and media in general. So the registration will be available from today to November 30th November. And you can fill the module that is at the platform. First of all, you'll have access to this platform by the official page of World Youth Day, panama2019.pa, at registration, and then you will find your area to go to the platform. And there are several aspects important that are important for the registration. For example, Carmen is going to give you more details about the module. So, good morning. Before starting to talk about filling the form, it's important to have in mind that you need a photograph, 3x4, and also you'll need a letter. And this letter must come from the bishop of the diocese. The form needs to be filled in all the empty spaces, and you can also request some special services in case you need. Once you have finished the form, you will be able to access an area that will request you a few documents. Once we receive the form that you've been filled, and after you finish this first process, we're going to revise and see the whole information that you have submitted. And we also have in mind the security and all this, and so that's why we also have these steps before giving you the final approval. You'll be notified by your email about you'll be notified about which events you will be able to participate, about the main events of World Youth Day. As news about the module, we have as main information, the most important thing is that we have the possibility not just to register in case you are part of a mean of communication. It means that you were a freelance, a member of any media team, or someone who was an individual journalist, photographer. You can also be a group of people and represent a company of communications. You can also register. All groups needs to count on a leader, and this leader needs to register by first, and he register in the name of his group, and then the other members of the group will be able to access, also to fill their own information each. You have a limited quantity of characters to fill each space in blank. That is maximum 24 characters, 24 letters. And this is the most important information that you request, so we invite you to access the official web page of World Youth Day so that you can have the experience of registering at this event, who the Pope himself indicates us, so that the Pope also invites us to participate. So let's be together at this World Youth Day, Panama 2019. Before beginning the second part of this conference, we're going to have a moment of asking and responding, asking and answering. Questions? The questions will be to the members of the main table. Will there be a limited number of course, because is for a limited quantity of people who can stay. So in view of logistics and of security, in some cases we will have some limitations for the number of journalists who will be able to access. But in other places we will have some towers of coverage. And in these towers we will have some limited time for each journalist. One thing, because also we have these limits because of the space, and we cannot let a great number of people stay, but there will be some limitations. How many people, a group of people, can a group that registers at World Youth Day can have, how many members a group can have. And how many people also can stay in a place. We still do not answer. We still do not have the number of the same. We'll give this information later. We thank you for staying with us for this press conference. So, the great news is that registration for journalists, photographers, freelancers, and television in general are open. So, for more information, enter panama2019.pa and register your group, register yourself as a freelancer, and also be part of this event together with us. The process is very simple, as said Mrs. Carmen, and it will be available in the four languages of World Youth Day. The platform will be in the 4 languages: English, Italian, French, and Spanish. And you'll also be assigned to the event. You will be able to participate as a journalist. The committee will notify you by email once you're registered. Press registration will close on November the 30th. 2018. For more information, you can send an email to prensa@panama2019.pa. Thank you for being with us. See you in Panama. God bless you. We give an applause for the presence of Radio Maria and also for this document. We invite Fernando Correa. So we thank for him also for signing this agreement with our Archbishop. And we also invite the representative of the Radio Super Q, who's also going to sign this agreement with the local organizing committee. We're having several radios who are going to help us on the broadcasting of the 5 official languages of World Youth Day, because World Youth Day will be interpreted to English, Portuguese, Italian. Radio frequencies will be streaming and broadcasting all this for pilgrims and for everyone who will need to access. The representative of Radio Jackie J will also sign this agreement. And there will be special radio frequencies during World Youth Day, which will be available and will be sent by email to the bishops' conferences, movements, and will also be shared by the social media. And these frequencies are the frequencies which your group, people who are coming from Brazil, France, Angola, the countries who speak Spanish, speak Portuguese, Italian, will be broadcasted by these radios that are also donating us their frequencies as an act of generosity. We also invite the representative of Arlindo Lindo Lopez, and her radio will also be one of the frequencies for broadcasting for these languages. We would also like to thank Cool FM, Radio Boom, and to Radio Olga, who are not at this agreement, who are not signing right now this agreement, but who are also part of this agreement, thanks to the radio stations. Before giving my word to Monsignor, we would like to explain to the world of media that the pilgrims, we're going to explain that the pilgrims from all over the world will have access to their own language, by the 5 official languages. They will going to listen in their own language the Pope and the main events, the content of the main events. So these people are also the pilgrims from all over the world who have access by these radios. And this is a national frequency, so everyone who is around Panama will be able to listen to these, to the radios by where they are in Panama, and also by internet. This is an example of communion between church and social space. And all that is going to be said at the main events, catechesis, people will be able to listen in their own language by these radios. So we thank God for the support of the Catholic radio stations, but also the other radio stations that are not Catholic radios by themselves, but also were helping us on this. So we have a common idea, a common thought, a common good that unites us for this project. We like to listen to our bishop, and we also think the companies that have been signed this agreement, and the names of each one, Licenciado, from Crisol FM radio station, and also the other Jackie J. And also we are thinking for everyone who have been participating and donating. These radio stations are going to be broadcasting the 5 official languages of Laudius Day: Spanish, English, Italian, French, and Portuguese. And you pilgrims from all over the world, you'll be able to listen to the Pope, to the catechesis, to the homilies in your own languages. These radio stations have been donating their time and donating their spaces and their teams also to provide the pilgrims the best service possible, and also in their own languages. They're going to broadcast in Panama City, but also in the whole country. So wherever you are, you'll be able to listen to it, even people who are not participating at the main events, they can have access to the radio frequencies where they are. We also going to have interpreters from all over the world who are going to do this service of interpretation, and we are working on this also to provide the best possible to you who are coming from other countries. So these are the languages. The frequencies are coming to you by if you accompany by the news of Audios Day, by the social media, by Instagram, by the web page. We're going to be publishing soon the radio frequencies which we'll be able to access during Audios Day and also connect at your own language. It's very important to connect on your own language and listen, because what Pope Francis says, what is said at the main events of Audios Day is the main contact, is what is going to reach our hearts. And God wants to reach our hearts by what the Church says. The Church announces its love, announces her maternal love, and also we are a family. In Audios Day, everybody is one only body, so it's good to live it fully, and we need to listen to what our dear Pope has to say for us as young people from all over the world. So we invite you to keep updated by the news. You will receive the radio frequencies as soon as possible, and thank you for accompanying everything with us. Keep updated, and let's be together for this great event. We also invite you to pray for the local organizing committee and also for the church in Panama that is organizing the whole event and everything. God bless you. See you in Panama.